Heyo, wasabi. Guten Abend, Frau und Mädchen. Добрый вечер, мой русский друг. Совсем-то посмотрим, что будет. А, Ни хао ма. Добрый вечер. Давай, посмотрим. Enough Russian, enough German. I basically forgot all my German. A bunch of people point me to some links recently where people were talking, and the comments kind of go like this. It's like, I've been shooting for 20 or 30 years, but I thought that guy's a fat, bald, tattooed schmuck. But I thought I'd give one of his lens recommendations a try. But, I've owned like a dozen lenses and been shooting for the past 30 years, and oh my god, I bought that lens and I love it. It's like I rediscovered photography. I've run across like a bunch of comments recently. Um, I'm other than like some translation work and of course my book on magnetism, which is revolutionary. Yeah, I know that sounds like bragging, but it's still true. I don't care if you think it's bragging. I'm actually glad that I can actually save people money on lenses, and look I gotta admit my personality is not that great, but I'm not selling anything. And someone said, "Well, you asked for a donation." Well, no, everything is free. I mean, everybody else is, seems like everybody else is pimping and shilling. And like I said, I don't begrudge anybody for pimping and shilling and, hawking their wares and their books and their workshops and all the other crazy crap that nobody really needs, but they make you think that you do need. How about some like valid information? I mean, I got a lot of camera gear, but I'm just a poor schmuck. Um, I maybe pull down like 455. 1 month donation wise, I think I got right at $580. But I answered tons of emails and comments, and I don't want anything. I'm actually, there's a warm fuzzy feeling that you get that's intangible. It's kind of like, how do you weigh love? I'm not saying it's love, for God's sakes. There's like a warm, fuzzy, intangible thing that's like love. It's like, well, you can't buy it because it's not something that's existential. You can't hold it in your hands. There's an old saying that the best things in life are free. But then it's also true that, good feelings aren't going to pay the store clerk at the grocery store, right? So, there's a practical aspect of life where you got to pay the bills, and so that's why I don't begrudge anybody shucking and shilling their crap and their books and their wares and their goofy damn workshops, and and they're hooked to various camera companies or whatnot, and they're a puppet talking out of both sides of their mouth like a politician. But how about a little perspective? Someone might have good intentions. It's like, well, it'd be helpful, but they've owned like about 5 or 6 lenses, and they're not very helpful. It's like, well, this is my best lens. Well, how many lenses have you owned? I've owned like 6 or 7 lenses, but I love this one. And it's like, well, that's good and all. Maybe it's a good recommendation, but the sample variation of your spectrum of experience is not broad enough to make that a valid recommendation, logically and obviously so. Live long and prosper, Vulcan logic, right? Um, so I'm glad that I've been able to do this, and people have actually found out that, like, this fat dude is kind of like an arsehole. He's an arsehole, but he's actually right, and he's not selling anything. And, I actually took his tips, and I found out that he was right. I still think he's a jerk, but it turns out he's right on lens recommendations and, like, the philosophy of, low element primes and ED glass and, other stuff like that. And, yeah, that's the case. I mean, do I have any ulterior motives or hidden agendas? I mean, find out. Just, look for the truth in things. I mean, life is too short. I mean, it's like the world has become a busy hellhole of crap and BS where everybody's trying to make a buck. And, I actually worry about what I'm going to do because I got lots of camera gear, but, I think eventually I'm going to have to open up a studio in 3 or 4 years and, you know, keep making videos, but obviously I won't have the time for that. I got to build the website, obviously. I got, there's so much stuff to do, but there's all the practical BS in life, but um, I keep making these videos and work on the website, and but I'm glad that I've been able to, be of an enormous help to a lot of people. It's like, well, I saved a lot of money because of you. I mean, I've heard like thousands of comments like that, and literally. And I'll even find them from people like on other websites. They'll say, like, I hate that guy, but I bought that lens and he was right, but I still think he's a jerk. Well, that's okay. It's kind of like the doctor that you don't like. He's like this crusty old schmuck, but he's appreciated because he's a good surgeon or because he actually knows what he's doing. He's like, my doctor is an asshole, but he does a good job, and he took that cancerous wart off my ass, and he did a really good job. But I still think he's a jerk. I would never like invite him over to the house or something like that. So apparently that's what I'm like, and basically I will agree with that. I'm not angry. I like to be helpful. I'm just a normal. I'm nobody. Like I'm nobody and nothing, and I don't want to be nobody nothing. And this whole thing of like, I'm going to set up a persona for myself, and I'm going to build workshops, and people are going to buy my photography. But give it up with that crap. If that's what you're doing to pay the bills, then just say it. Hello, folks. I'm going to be nice and kiss your all's butthole because I want to be liked by everybody, and I want you to buy my crap. Well, if people were honest, then you know honesty is not a good thing when you're trying to sell stuff. You don't be honest because it won't work. You be like, I don't like him. Oh, why don't you like him? Because he said the truth, and he told it like it was, and I didn't want to hear that. People don't want to. There's a saying that says, the worst sin committed in a corrupt age will be to tell the truth, and that, of course, is certainly true. But anyway, I like being helpful, and I like being transparent. And even though a bunch of people told me to come up with some T-shirts and stuff, I'm not going to sell anything. Okay, not selling anything. And I'm glad I've been able to help so many people. And I've got a bazillion more videos to make. Sorry you have to look at my ugly face while watching the videos to get useful information out of it. But oh well, I guess you got to break some eggs to make an omelet, right? Or some sort of crap like that. Anyway, I've been out shooting for about 4 or 5 hours today, and that combined with like 6 or 7 hours of shooting yesterday. I'm actually kind of tired, so I'm only making a couple of videos today. Anyway, thanks for watching, and let me know what I could do to help, and I'll catch you all later on the flip side. Damn it, now I gotta put all these lenses up. I guess to be a pain in the crotch. Oh my god.